We all have resilience, but no 2 days are the same. So we won't expect our resilience levels to be the same day after day. Sometimes we'll feel really able to take on the world and whatever it throws at us. Other days, maybe not so much. But what is resilience? A couple of ways to look at resilience might be to define it as the ability to be flexible, regardless of what's happening around us. The ability to think clearly, despite lots and lots of conflicting demands. Or simply the ability to bounce back. Here are 5 tips to help you to maintain your resilience, regardless of what's going on around you. Here's a tip for those times when you feel like you have very little left in your reserves, when you feel like your resilience is at an all-time low. Step back just for a moment and contemplate all of the difficulties that you've come through in the past. Your track record of getting through tough times is 100%. Take comfort and strength in that basic fact. Everybody's resilience levels change over time, from week to week, from day to day, and sometimes even from hour to hour. One of the most important things we can do is to make sure that we're looking after ourselves whenever we're going through a particularly stressful time. The old adage of keep calm and carry on isn't necessarily the best thing, when what we should be doing is really galvanizing ourselves for the difficulties ahead. Eating well, getting a good sleep, talking to friends and family. What self-care is for you is different for everyone. So why not make a little list today of things that you'll use when times get tough? One of the things about our resilience levels when they're low is it stops us from seeing the bigger picture. The bigger picture, of course, is perspective. There's a gentleman by the name of Dr. Martin Seligman who talks a lot about the 3 Ps of resilience. The 3 Ps, in other words, of perspective. He suggests that when we're facing a really difficult time, we think about, number 1, personal. Is what's happening to me all my fault? Is everything to do with me, or are there other factors involved? The second P, Martin Seligman talks about, is pervasiveness. Is there one area of my life that I can still find joy in despite the fact that I'm facing a challenging time? The third P is about permanence. As we know, nothing in life is permanent. In other words, this storm shall pass. When we're feeling low in resilience, those 3 Ps can be really difficult to hold on to. So the next time you're facing something difficult and you feel like you have absolutely no perspective at all, sit back and ask yourself these 3 questions. Is it personal? Is it pervasive? And is this permanent? That can help you to catch your breath and make sure that you see the bigger picture. We can all relate to those moments where we look down at our phone or our laptop and we suddenly realize that the battery is dangerously low, and not much will stop us from finding the nearest socket to plug it back in. In fact, we make it a priority. And yet, when our own battery is running low, we tend to ignore it, often to the point where it takes longer to recharge. It's important, when our resilience levels are low, to understand what our own unique signs are. How do you know? How do you feel? Some examples might be, you're not sleeping well, or you're sleeping too much. Maybe you're shutting yourself away from friends and family, or avoiding colleagues. Maybe it could be that you're starting to feel a little bit anxious about things that you wouldn't usually feel anxious about. The point is that we make our phone and laptop much more of a priority than ourselves most of the time. So get to know your own signs. It can really help to write them down and to talk to your closest loved ones about what to watch for so that they know how to help you. One of the most important things to keep in mind when you're building up your resilience, particularly after a difficult period in your life, is to be kind to yourself. Let time take time. Recover at a pace that suits you. But most importantly, let go of the myth of perfection. Nobody is perfect, and that's absolutely fine. Being gentle to yourself is one of the best things you can do to value yourself and find your resilience again.